kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the running back takes the handoff. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
They look to throw it here on second down. And looking for a big play here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game. You take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
Incompletion brings up an important third down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Running it back, it's Jones. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, pass caught. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds his man, has the first down. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
And the Yellow Jackets begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff.
Great job by your offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Yellow Jackets pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Jones.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Trying to extend the play. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And he pulls in the catch.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Yellow Jackets are going to cash in here in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. He finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point splits the uprights. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not a great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Looking for a deep completion. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The Broncos will have to kick this away. When he comes for his second punt of the game. Bringing it back, it's Jones. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. With the catch, it's Carr. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down play for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this fourth down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
The Yellow Jackets starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. Fourth and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Needs a completion here on fourth down. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Got the first down, now looking for more. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Play action here on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Let's it fly to the wideout. He's got a receiver wide open here. And he steps out of bounds. A big play, an exciting end to this first quarter.
Georgia Tech, 7. Boise State, 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run it. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. Brought down after the nice spin move. Just a small gain by the offense.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a throw underneath to the back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That pass is caught. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Boise State. Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D.
About time this offense gets going, it's a first and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Escapes the sack. Oh, a sack. The senior on his defense making a big play.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Pulls it in. It's Carr. He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
That gain makes it 2nd and medium. It's a shotgun run call. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Yellow Jackets will line up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. That play moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Tackle made after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here to prevent a touchdown. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Yellow Jackets hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. They chase him down, but a huge play on the return. Very fortunate that wasn't brought all the way to the house. Just a bit more, and that's a touchdown. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And the completion made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the Broncos are in the red zone. First down, looking to throw the football. Got a lane, can he get in? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. First and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, BSU.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. First and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He steps out to the 29. That's where they begin the drive. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to pull it down and run. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He makes the grab. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Boise State.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And the field goal is good. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Broncos will kick this away to get the second half going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Caught, completion, and he's tackled after the catch. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket now. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that 1st down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Pass caught, can he get in? Touchdown, Broncos. A strong fight back. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
The coach deciding to go for two here to cut the margin to 3 points. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he's not going to make it. That's a big stop with the defense. It's still a 5-point margin. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Number 10, set to kick off.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Snags the quick throw. Go get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And looking to throw now on first down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And he throws his third interception of the day. Can he take it all the way? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
He'll hand it off. Breaking tackles. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry up. Now here's the toss play. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Boise State. And they go in front here in the second half.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a two-point conversion, and extend the lead to 3. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He's swarmed by the defense.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Georgia Tech, 21.
Returner looking to make a play here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback drops back.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The offense has been pretty efficient. They've made 2 out of 3 fourth down tries so far. They'll try it again here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Boy, that was 4th and a mile. I'm surprised they even went for this. What in the world are they thinking? But give them all the credit in the world. They pick it up and keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he's got it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 6. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try a pass here. And that catch is hauled in. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, handoff inside. Gets into space at the 50. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46. The Broncos will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. First down, looking to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Touchdown, BSU. This offense really clicking.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot, they can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
And now to try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it a one-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Georgia Tech, 28.
Turner trying to create good field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. This should be the last play of the quarter. And here's the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Goes out of bounds, but a huge pickup on the play to wrap up the third quarter.
Boise State, 29. Georgia Tech, 28.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
6-9-1, easy, razor.
They'll run it here. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
They'll hand it off. Great cut there. That's a strong stiff arm. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. The try fails, and the lead remains 5 points. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. On 1st down, it's play action. QB to the tight end for a completion.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you don't play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon. We'll give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's looking to scramble. Finds room at the 30. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
He'll take a deep shot here. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
35. Georgia Tech, 34.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
On the double.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Let's go.
And the quarterback dropping back. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
first down, why not keep it on the ground? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught quickly. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Just checking the stats after that last completion. He's approaching 450 passing yards now.
Well, this guy's doing everything right to be able to have a day like this. He drops back, he finds these open receivers, and he puts the ball right on the money. And how about the receivers, the job that they've done being able to make plays after the catch today?
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
But to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. The Yellow Jackets are in the red zone now. Takes the handoff. It's Johnston. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Timeout, Boise State.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
Dean Burnell. Agent George Dean Burnell.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Timeout, Boise State.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch made, looking for the goal line. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
First and goal, a chance to claim the lead here in the final quarter. They'll take a knee and try for a go-ahead field goal. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now.
Timeout, Boise State.
The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. With the game out of reach here, the offense will just take a knee, admit defeat, and think about how to improve for the next game. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock. That'll cost the offense 5. And now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
So now we'll have a field goal attempt. One of the biggest moments of this game so far. Kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they've regained the lead. So after the field goal puts them in front, they get ready to kick off here. Just needing to avoid a big kick return. Returner decides to fair catch this. Now the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And it falls incomplete. The final play of the game as time runs out. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance.